Have you ever dropped a golf club? Have you ever got your golf club stuck in your car and maybe damaged it that way? Have you ever lost a golf club? Well, I've done something to my golf club that I've never done before, but it does involve my car. And this is how my 2023 Callaway Paradigm Triple Diamond currently looks. Now, I have to admit, I've never lost a golf club. I've never damaged a golf club when I've been closing my car boot or my car trunks, depending on where you're watching. But I was reversing my car out of the garage the other day and I heard a little bit of a crack. The first worry is obviously, is the car, have I hit something, what have I done? And when I got out of the car, I could see the Callaway Paradigm driver with the head cover on, sitting on the ground underneath my tyre or leaning against the tyre. And you've just seen there obviously how that driver looked, but the big thing for me is obviously it's a carbon top. It is certainly cracked. I can't really put a hole through it, but I'm going to see today if it still can perform, because I was wanting to test it against my new driver of 2024, but I don't know what it'll do. This is the first shot with it. Let's see. Well, straight away it still felt pretty solid. That is down the middle of the fairway. Hit another one there, because again that felt solid off the face. So very interesting there. We know technology has moved on with drivers. I'm not saying go out and run your driver over, but I wanted to see obviously if you do make that mistake with a 500-600 pound driver, will it still work? And straight away there it has performed and gone down the fairway. Again, felt solid, didn't feel like there was anything wrong with the driver. Obviously the look down on it is certainly different. Let's give this one a go. Again, bullet straight. I probably hit it better. I maybe hit it when it wasn't cracked on the top. But let's get up there and see how far those have gone. Both down the fairway. Both felt pretty solid. But how far has it gone? So guys, get in the comments below. Have you ever damaged your driver? Have you ever lost your driver? What was your favourite club that you damaged or lost? Because often the case is when we do something like that, lose it or damage it, the next one's never the same. And that's the biggest disappointment when you've got a club that you do like. But performing pretty well there. We're going to jump in the studio now before we head back out here and see where they have finished up. So it'll be very interesting to see it inside. I'm going to put it to the test against my current driver, which is the QI10, because that's the video I was hoping to do anyway. So let's see what it does with a crack on the top. Okay guys, so we're going to come inside now and test this driver. Outside the two exceptional shots, I've been more than happy with that. Obviously after running it over in the car. So let's see what it says in here. Can I still get it out there close to 300 yards? Certainly sounded a little bit different there. Still feels solid on the head again there. 260 carry going 270. So that was more me than it was obviously the driver. That was more the swing that I put on there. Let me have another go at that. Again, that's similar to the shots outside. Again, me 260 carry, running out to 280. So numbers wise, okay, dispersion is more me than the club, but numbers wise, it's actually still getting out there, which is interesting to say it's been under a Land Rover. And again there, great penetrating ball flight. Let's see how far that goes. 275 carry, 294. So with the damage on the head, it does feel like it has got a hole in the top of it if I do put a little bit of pressure on there in a couple of spots. But numbers wise there, still getting out there. The dispersion is me, but let's see how that compares to the QI10. Obviously the QI10 is the new driver in my golf bag for this year. Certainly enjoying that. Again, a solid strike there, you can see. Penetrating ball flight, landing at 280, going 302. But don't forget, we had the Paradigm going 292, so 10 yards difference after being ran over. Shows that Callaway have done a great job. You can run over a driver And if you notice, and don't go all the way over it, it can still perform. Again, a little high spinny one. Going a little bit further than the Mistruck one there, still out at 280, but very interesting numbers there. It just comes to show, guys, obviously the Callaway, certainly, and the main manufacturers are making solid drivers. You can even run over them. But guys, comment below, have you ever ran over a driver? Hopefully not. Trapped it in your boot or your trunk, or even lost clubs out there that you've never got back. We all have those favourite clubs that we might have damaged over time, but that driver's still performing. Would I put it back in the bag? Certainly could do with those numbers. It's not the club that obviously makes the dispersion, it's more myself, but it certainly feels like it's not as solid on the top as it once was, but it's performing right up there with this driver. 10 yards difference after that. If I didn't have a new driver, maybe I wouldn't even need to get one. So consistency wise, they are both in the rough, so gone a little bit longer, and again, I wouldn't be disappointed if I hit a normal driver here to have what I've got left in, but in fact it's into the breeze today. So like we saw inside, very interesting numbers, and again out here it was performing okay. Again, I don't think it'll be a big seller with that big crack on the top, but yeah, it won't be going back in the bag unfortunately, because I don't know when or if it'll eventually cave in properly.